Happy New Year, everybody. And I don't know what to say. I am speechless. I have no words. I don't know how I ended up doing this stuff. I don't know how I ended up talking about this stuff. I don't know how I ended up behind the camera. I mean, it's just it's like a part of my day. It's like eating, and it's like going to the bathroom now, you know, just putting out a camera and just speaking in front of a camera. I don't know how I ended up into this stuff. I don't know how I ended up doing it. I don't care how. I really don't give a shit, because it is what it is, because here we are in the present moment, and I happen to be speaking to a camera and you happen to be listening to a guy speak about various interesting things in life. Maybe I'll just take you back a little bit into my beginnings with YouTube. I started 2015 September, so a little over 3 years. I started with fitness videos. Now I understand that at least half the subscribers on this channel probably don't even know about my fitness channel, because the first half of the people that came here, they came here over from fitness. I basically made a video, and a bunch of people came over here, but I think the other half, it's just people now finding this channel through the YouTube search engine, particularly psychedelic related content. I started 3 years ago in the fitness industry. I had no idea about psychedelics. I had no idea about mysticism and spiritual stuff. I was just a gym bro, okay? Just a gym bro, and you know, like, you can see, you know, I can like juggle these pecs, okay? So I'm not really a gym bro anymore, but you know, still keep in good shape. So I started 3 years ago, and yeah, I was just into fitness. I wanted to motivate people, and I was very much in my power chakra at the time. It's funny. I was all about asserting my will into the world and being strong and being a leader. You know, that's another thing I was obsessed with. I wanted to be a leader. I had a pretty strong ego, and it was necessary at the time because I was raised with a weak ego. I was raised with a lot of self-confidence issues, and yeah, that's why I needed to develop my ego, which is my storyline, who I think I am. And I developed a really strong ego, so strong to the point where I've decided that I'm going to put myself in front of a camera, and people are going to listen to what I have to say, and I'm going to lead people into battle. Lead them into victory, whatever the hell that means. Okay? So I ended up succeeding in that realm, and you can go check out the channel right now. It's not as active as it used to be, because, you know, I'm not too into it anymore. I still post with my brother there. It's called The Holistic Superhuman. Just look it up, The Holistic Superhuman. And I changed up the name a few times. It was just my name. You know, this channel, you know how it's just my name. The fitness channel was just my name, and I've reached over 100,000 subscribers there, and I've had my glory days with that channel. Not as much anymore, right? But I still post. Me and my brother, we still post there, and we kind of do holistic stuff now. So we've kind of backed off from the bodybuilding scene. And yeah, so how did I get into this? How did I don't know. How am I like talking about mysticism and Buddhism and Hinduism and Sufism and psychedelics and altered states of consciousness and God and oneness and love and Shiva and Vishnu, and I don't know how I got into all of this. I cannot even believe that I am talking about this stuff on a regular basis, that it is the very essence of my life, that I think and breathe this stuff now 24/7, that it is the only thing on my mind. It really is the only thing that I'm preoccupied with. Consciousness, enlightenment, the game that we're playing, this game of consciousness, this game of going back home, you know, the game of self-remembrance. And I have to say, had I not developed a strong ego, had I not had a strong sense, a strong storyline of who I think I am and what I ought to do, I would not be comfortably speaking here in front of a camera. I would not be cool and just kind of relaxed in here in the present moment. And I don't really give a shit all that much about people's opinions and all that stuff. Not because of some kind of arrogance or anything like that, but because... Why? It's all subjective. It's all subjective. Everything's subjective. Every little part of God is experiencing a subjective experience of what is, of reality. So I want to make a separate video for that. But in the early stages, when I wanted to put myself in front of a camera and I was very preoccupied with people's mental projections of who I think I am and all the bullshit ass storylines, and you know what I'm talking about, right? We're all writers writing storyline and very much preoccupied with it, and we forget that it's just a storyline. We forget that it's just a role. We take it so seriously. But it was necessary. I think I've heard Ram Dass talk about this, that ultimately we're in training to become nobodies. But it seems that to be a nobody, you have to be a strong somebody first. And it's through being a strong somebody that eventually you could rest into becoming a nobody. You see? And the strong somebodiness, being a strong somebody, you know, a strong sort of storyline and a sense of self, if you will, that's in the lower chakras. That's in the power chakra, in the sex chakra, and in the root chakra. And if I go back to 3 years ago when I started making fitness channels, I was predominantly operating in the power chakra. I was all about self-discipline and will, and you know, just asserting myself, my sense of identity in the world, doing my thing in the world, right? A strong sense of individualism. And it seems that that's a necessary step. That's a necessary step, because that chakra system is a genius system, by the way. It is an incredibly sophisticated, magnificent system. It seems that there is a natural rhythm to things, and we just kind of make our way up the ladder. So, a turning point for me that sort of got me to finally get through the power, my power struggles and wanting to assert myself in the world and wanting to be a strong somebody and wanting to be a leader and wanting to be a confident person with, you know, whatever, all the nice social labels that come with being confident, with being assertive, with being a leader, with being a strong somebody, right? The turning point for me was psychedelics. That got me straight into my heart chakra. So, I made my way up there. I discovered psychedelics back in May of 2016. They opened my heart. I started hugging trees and I realized how magnificent the planet is. And you know, I was very much an average city boy who just was obsessed with going to the gym and building his channel and, you know, doing city boy stuff and doing, you know, world things, you know, just playing our role perfectly. And yeah, I encountered psychedelics and started hugging trees and kissing them, and I was with friends the first time, and like we were hugging, and you know, it was just a beautiful time. And that's when I started moving up to the heart, and I realized that there's something more than just asserting my power and asserting my ego, because when you move to the heart chakra, the heart is uniting. It unites you with everything that you perceive as separate from you, everything that is not me. That you, I mean, so as long as you're predominantly operating here in these realms, you're in the lower realms. You're in separation. You're preoccupied with separation. In fact, the whole lower chakra scene is based on I and other, predominantly. But as you move to the heart, it becomes us. And so you still know that, hey, I'm a separate entity, but you also know that I'm not a separate entity. So it's like a, you know, you start to move upwards, you know, you go upwards. And then came the crazy experimentations with mushrooms. And I remember I used to go to people and just tell them I love you, because the heart chakra was so open. It was just like overflowing. And I spent some time in the heart chakra, and I still love to be in the heart chakra. I mean, you know, it's a pretty cool place to be in. It really is. And I'd like to just kind of hang out here. You know, it's very nice. Yeah, I did mushrooms, and you know, I got into Terence McKenna's stuff, and 5 Grams in Silent Darkness, and I've done quite a few of those, and yeah, opening up of the heart, going upwards, and very much so. I think I would like to, if I was to look at myself objectively, who I think I am anyway, because there really is no one. There really is no one. Like, so as long as I think there's somebody and I'm addressing you as a somebody, like, that's where my trap is. Like, I'm literally showing you where I'm trapped. Like, this video is me showing you my trappings. Okay? It's airing my dirty laundry, if you will. And honestly, I'm just gonna keep airing my dirty laundry in front of the camera here. I'm airing my dirty laundry. As long as I think there's a somebody, and as long as I think I'm doing all of this, and if I really think I'm doing all of this, then I am still very much stuck, okay? Part of me knows I'm just have to pretend and act and play this role, okay? So I'm like, the higher, wiser part of me knows that I'm just putting on a show here, and we're all just kind of acting. So let's go on with the act here, because it's kind of an entertaining act. Yeah, I'm kind of spending a lot of my time now in the upper chakras, if you will. I'm preoccupied with truth and wisdom, and knowledge are two different things. Knowledge is you just know it intellectually. Wisdom is a deeper intuitive thing. So I'm very much preoccupied with wisdom, which is third eye stuff, right? And I speak about this stuff, which is throat chakra stuff. I mean, I really can't stop talking these days. You know, that there is maybe an overactivation going on here. But I like to talk about this stuff. I really like to talk about it. And I'm very much preoccupied with it. I breathe this stuff 24/7. And I have to say, it was all predetermined anyway. I had no choice in it, but my encounter with psychedelics was definitely life-changing, and acted as a catalyst. A catalyst, you know, a chemical reaction. If you add a catalyst to it, it happens faster, right? And here I am speaking about this stuff, and I guess I'll just keep speaking about it, right? I don't really have any New Year's resolutions. I think that just comes from kind of being more here now. Just naturally, like, you just look at every day as a new beginning. So every day is a new day. So you've just got to go with the flow of the day and the flow of the Tao, what's happening. I don't really have any New Year's resolutions per se. Although I am excited that I will be moving out of Canada and to the east, to Turkey, to Thailand and beyond, where it'll be warm and sunny and I'll be shirtless 24/7 and barefoot, and it'll be nice. It'll be really nice. I'm looking forward. However, it's pretty good here to where I am. You know, I'm in no rush for anything. I'm in no rush to grow this channel neither. I used to be in a rush. In my power chakra days, on the old channel, I was always in a rush. Always in a rush. Always in a rush. Always in a rush. I want to grow things. I want to build things. You know, Rajasic. That's Rajasic energy. I was Rajasic dominated. And it's funny because I'm just as I'm more energetic now. I'm actually more Rajasic. I'm doing things more, you know, but it's sort of coming with more ease now. I don't have to force it. Nah, there's no will here because it's thy will. It's thy will, O Lord. It is. Just for the record, I don't really exist. You don't really exist. There are just processes happening, things happening. And part of this process is whatever words are being spoken here. That's part of the process. And you're a process. I mean, if you ask me who Saeed is, I'll tell you Saeed is a process. It's just a process unfolding. That's what it is. Saeed is a process unfolding. And this whole thing is a process unfolding, and I'm just watching it. And I'm entertained by it. I'm very entertained by the whole thing. I'm very entertained by my ego. I'm very entertained by my mind. I'm very entertained by its absurdities. And I'm very entertained by... I'm becoming more entertained by suffering and pain. Because I'm just seeing them now as like, every time I experience pleasure, I'm like, how do I know this is pleasure if it wasn't for pain and suffering? I would have no idea. I would have no idea, you know? I would have no idea. So, yeah, suffering, pain, I'm kind of becoming more friends with them. I can't say, you know, I can't say I want pain or I want suffering, and I don't think anybody should ever strive to be in pain. That's, you know, it's a perversion. But when pain is there, when suffering is there, I say, okay, let's explore that. Let's see how that feels, because then when I experience pleasure, it'll be pretty cool. It'll be, you know, they both need each other. So, I know we're going off a lot of tangents, but hey, this is the New Year's video, and I want to share whatever is happening here, whatever is being expressed in this particular moment. So, where are we going? Nowhere. Where is this channel going? Nowhere. It's all going nowhere. I mean, where am I going? Where are you going? Like, it's nothing. It's not even anything happening, really. I mean, we think there's something happening. I mean, it seems to us that we're going somewhere very important. But we're not going anywhere. We'll be here, we'll be making videos, we'll be talking, we'll be chatting, we'll be conversing. And we'll do it this lifetime, and we'll do it in another lifetime. I mean, you know, I can guarantee you something right now, okay? No, yes, I guarantee you, because I would not even have perceived of it and had the need to say it right now if it wasn't the truth. We've been doing this together for many lifetimes. Like, who knows, maybe a few lifetimes ago, we were hanging around in France. You know, we were the philosophers in France, right? Pre-French Revolution. And we were talking about this stuff in the coffee shops. You know, we just kind of I mean, that's how it is, you know? The souls tend to incarnate, the souls who are playing the game at a similar level, let's say. I mean, we're playing the game at like around the same level, because you would not even be watching this video if that wasn't the case. Plain and simple, you would not be here. You would not be here, plain and simple, plain and simple. So, we've been doing this together for many lifetimes, and I have known some of you in previous lifetimes personally. I will know some of you again personally, face to face, in subsequent lifetimes. It's all, I mean, it's all written, eh? It's all written. Don't. Free will is true, and determinism is equally true. Determinism and everything being determined is the higher truth. Free will is the lower truth. Both coexist simultaneously. Both are relatively real. But the whole thing is an illusion, time and space. But within the illusion, they're both equally real, but one of them is a higher truth, one of them is a lower truth. The higher truth is everything's predetermined and written. The lower truth is you have free will, because it feels like I had the choice to go and put some ginger here and boil some water and drink it. I mean, it feels like I've had the choice, you know? It feels like I had the choice to be here, sitting down, making a video. That's true, but on a higher level, also the truth is that it was all predetermined. And the ultimate truth, the absolute truth, is none of this even exists. It's all in the mind of God. God just is. It's just the isness. It's the oneness. So it be. I think that's where this video is landing its wings. So I wish you all happy new year, and all your wishes to come true. Actually, I don't know if I want to wish you that all your wishes come true, because there's a saying, be careful what you wish for, you might just get it. So I will hope that everything lines up in your life in your highest good, whatever that highest good is. If it means slipping on ice and breaking your knees, God forbid, you never know. That might be the thing you need right now. I mean, 4 years ago I had a wrist surgery. I don't know if you can still see. I got a pretty nice scar here. Let's see, yeah, you can, right there, you can see the scar here, right? And I fell off a bike. I was mountain biking and fell off the bike and broke my wrist, and I was out for 7 months. Couldn't do my gym stuff. That was before I started my YouTube channel. Couldn't do any of that stuff. So, you know, looking back in retrospect, that was a good thing. That's what I needed in that moment. So I will wish you here that everything lines up in your life to your highest good, whatever your highest good is. You've got to get a little bit out of your ego and see things from a higher perspective, to recognize that ultimately everything is in your highest good. So whether I wish it or not, everything will align in your life to your highest good. Whether I wish it or not, sometimes I think prayer is useless, because it's gonna happen anyway. And prayer is sort of playing into the illusion that it's like part of the illusion. It's part of the free will illusion, if you will, which is, again, it's relatively real, right? And when you have the urge to pray, you pray because that's part of the act. That's part of the storyline. So you sit down and you pray, and then your prayer comes to truth, and that's all part of the storyline, because it makes you realize that there's something greater at work. And eventually you keep going and going, and you realize whether it doesn't matter. Even me praying, having the intention to pray and praying, that was just all like part of the storyline. I felt the urge to pray and I prayed and my prayer came to be. And then you realize that actually, like, if there is a higher thing at play here, then who's to say that that higher thing has not been playing all of this all along? So, 23 minutes of ranting here. If you've been watching up until now, I am pretty sure you found it entertaining. Otherwise, you would have shut off the YouTube thing and you would have like broken into your screen or something. So I will shut up now and wish you that everything aligns up in your life to your highest good. And I will see you guys in the next video. Until next time, may the force be with you.